Look in the mirror, don't know what to say, but I'm happy the man I is.
Goddamn, we back at it. Joey Badass is back at with track Head High. Now, he released The Revenge on January 14th earlier this year, a night of which a lot of music releases was Corday, Token, JID, and he released The Revenge, and there was a whole bunch of music that came out January 14th, but he's finally back with another track, Head High. Now, like I said, The Revenge came out on January 14th, and it got a lot of mixed reviews. This is his first track back in a while. He has released the album 4 Years, All American Badass, released in 2017, so it's actually been 5 years. Damn, time is just flying by. And people got mixed reviews on it. It's more of I guess you could say, mainstream track. And then like the horns on it sound like Middle Child, so it's got like comparisons to the Middle Child, etc. That's a whole different conversation. I enjoyed it. It was alright. It's not the greatest thing I want in the world for Joey Badass' first track back, but nonetheless, he's back in the game with another track, Head High. I'm expecting a lot of good things from Joey Badass because it's been a long time since he released the album. He's released a few songs here and there, and a lot of feature verses, of course, to hold us off. But we're not finally getting the album. He hasn't officially announced the title and the date, etc. But we get the second single from it. So I know all that talking be out the way. Without further ado, Joey Badass, Head High.
Static Selector.
Ooh.
Time waits for.
And it's produced by Static Selector. I've enjoyed Static Selector the last few years, man. He did the Clap album with Coda the Friend last year. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Tequila Sunrise. Actually got the vinyl up there. Tequila Sunrise. Thoroughly enjoyed that album. And Joey Badass and Static Selector actually worked together in the past for a track. I'm forgetting the title of the track, but they definitely worked in the past in the last few years. I enjoyed Static Selector. He has that OG boom bap style 90 beats. Y'all know I love me some 90s boom bap beats, so Static Selector has a place in my heart for that. But I'm excited to hear some Static Selector production on Joey Badass.
Life is but a two-step slow jam. Dancing with the devil, trying not to lose my balance. But God bless the kid with many. They never know when could be your last. Time breathing, now you breathing from the gun blast. Then you thinking about the pen your casket. Now your son the best. Pressure on the shoulders make them gotta grow afters. Just broken families forced to start new chapters. A natural disaster. It's like genders against rappers. They wanna see us see the dead and capture. So I hope.
Oh yes. This is something I definitely wanted from Joey Badass. The boom bap style beat, straight out of New York, Static Selector, Joey Badass, both hailing from New York. Oh, the way he flowing too. Oh yes, this is vintage Joey Badass right now. This is definitely vintage Joey Badass.
This is for my niggas who took a day to relax. Hugging the block, but the block ain't hug 'em back. Some kid by the name of X had to go to him cause he was on house arrest. Nonetheless, our first time.
Oh yes. That's by far my favorite track from XXXTentacion. I believe it was 88 Infinity featuring Joey Badass. I thoroughly enjoy that track, man. I wish I would have had X on a lot of boom bap style beats because when they came together for that track was absolutely insane. And if you remember correctly from that track, Joey Badass opened the track saying, "I'm sure all the world of diseases in the world don't have no more diseases." And then COVID happened a few years later, kind of coincide. Remember that when COVID first started happening, they were like, "Joey Badass, the time has come. Take it away." But yeah, definitely X, man. R.I.P. X. That's still sad to this day. It's coming up on I believe the 4-year anniversary of X passing away. Just tragic, man. Tragic. We could have got so much more great music from X, but I definitely enjoyed that connection right there from Joey Badass.
You offer me his place to stay, thank you, but I decline. First impression in my mind, now that's a stand-up nigga. Someone I could call a friend of mine, and that's tough, nigga. Shit I could talk about, but it took that shit different. Would've thought that I was dissing. Instead we found this beat and started riffing. Had me thinking about Stilo, now that I can see it. So I hold my head high, till it goes who took the day to relax. Hugging the block, but the block ain't hug us back.
They ain't hugging the block, but the block wasn't hugging us back. Damn. And that's Joey Badass, Head High. Thoroughly enjoyed that track. Like I said earlier on the track, that is vintage Joey Badass, the boom bap style beats, hailing from New York City, style to Static Selector. Hopefully get more Static Selector beats. I don't know if it's exactly produced by Static Selector, who knows, many be seen. We haven't gotten an official title, an announcement date, etc. But that's the track we all know and love. That's the style that we all know and love from Joey Badass. Ever since 1999 album came out and the carry on to the rest of his career that we all know, man. This the boom bap style beats and Joey Badass. It's a match made in heaven. Shout out to Static Selector for the production. I'm excited. Hopefully this just invigorates the fan base behind Joey Badass. Like I said, the Revenge got a lot of mixed reviews. People are like, "This is his first track back. He released this." I don't know, but I think this track is definitely gonna bring people back, bring on the full circle, bring on the hype train for this X album, because I think it's gonna be absolutely insane. It's been 5 years since we got an album from Joey Badass, which is absolutely insane. It's also been coming up on 5 years since we got an album from Kendrick Lamar, but that's a whole different conversation. We never gonna probably get into the track for that, man. But let me know down below what you think about Head High from Joey Badass. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed that as a vintage Joey Badass rapper on the boom bap style beat. Once again, Status Selector. And I'm excited for the next album. Head High, Joey Badass. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So, if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this always coming soon. So please, subscribe. Joey Badass. I missed you. This is the vintage Joey Badass. This is vintage Joey Badass. See you next video. Peace.